Baseball and Florida have been friends in the fun and frenzy of this great sport for, well, it seems forever. At the Pee-wee level, the high school level, surely at the college level. At the professional level, at the college bowl level, and at the Super Bowl level. But one thing was lacking, a major college bowl game in the last great location for such a postseason game in the United States, on the glittering west coast of Florida. In glistening Tampa Stadium, in the heart of the beautiful and vibrant community of cities that combined make up Tampa Bay. That was solved 7 years ago with the evolution of the Hall of Fame game.
We're particularly proud to be one of the charter teams of the Hall of Fame Bowl here in Tampa.
The opportunity to go against that tradition with this tradition is a very exciting thing to our players, and it had a lot to do with their attitude about this game.
There's a great amount of respect, and it'll carry over on Monday, but when that whistle blows in one, for 60 minutes, you're going to have two teams that are going to go after each other pretty good.
Yeah, that's one of the most vicious hits I've ever seen in college football.
The passing game was working pretty good. Our first priority was to go out and win the ball game, do whatever I had to do to win the ball game, and it's like scrambling, trying to get the first down.
Never lost one. 5 in a row. Never lost one.
Hello, everyone. I'm Adrian Karsten in beautiful Sand Key, Clearwater, Florida. You know, both ESPN and I are proud to present the 7th annual Hall of Fame game, known simply to the Tampa Bay patrons as the Fame Game. We're also proud to present the game and its surrounding events on New Year's Day 1993, and proud to be a partner to such a special event in such a special place. Tampa Bay, with the sun-splashed cities of St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and Tampa as its centerpieces. There is nothing quite like living and playing on the water. And while the term Tampa Bay has come to mean the communities around the bay itself, there is surely water. Water everywhere. And all that means the beaches, the sailing and boating, castles in the sand, great resorts and attractions, the Dolly Museum in downtown St. Petersburg, and, well, the views. The sights to be seen by the teams and their supporters who become part of the Fame Game.
Jump, while the rhythms of the bump, hardcore death, those lyrics of the pump, my man, big and eyes, cut the back for the dance floor, steps up the deck, your cry for an encore, move your body up one hell of a speed, drugs like E are relaxing your knees, just dance, get on a natural high, and the bumping bass lines will supply. Just jump, just jump, just jump, just jump. Just jump, just jump, just jump, just jump. Just jump, just jump, just jump, just jump. Just jump, just jump, just jump, just jump.
The inaugural Hall of Fame game when we return. The funning and festivaling and frolicking are billed as an aside. It is the game that is foremost. The matchup, as was the case of the first two Fame games, Boston College and Georgia in the first, followed by Michigan and Alabama in the second. Not bad selections.
We're very proud to be here on behalf of the university and our football team. We're particularly proud to be one of the charter teams of the Hall of Fame Bowl here in Tampa.
Jump their feet some to come under control. It should help us in our collisions.
The pitch out to Stratford, around right end, touchdown!
Boston College builds a 13-point first-half lead, but as the rains came to Tampa Stadium, so did the Georgia defense.
Boston College at their own 24-yard line. Saxon, Georgia's Gary Moss is off his races. He may go all the way on this one.
The Bulldogs come fighting back behind quarterback James Jackson, directing two second-half drives to take a 24-20 lead. Last-minute heroics are nothing new to Boston College. So, with the game on the line, head coach Jack Bicknell called on his troops for one final miracle. minute left in the game. 2nd and 10 on the 17. Sean Halloran finds Martin in the end zone. Boston College wins the first Hall of Fame Bowl in Tampa, Florida.
Fade ball. Sean looked out, and the guy played him inside, and he just dropped back and just faded it up over the top, and Kelvin made a great play, and I can't tell you how happy I was when I saw that thing.
Its teams in college football history square off this afternoon in Tampa, Florida. For the first time ever, the Michigan Wolverines against the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
It's a very exciting thing to our players. It had a lot to do with their attitude about this game. One of the great programs for pure grit and physical toughness in America. So it'll be
This game featured two of college football's most explosive running backs, Bobby Humphries of Alabama and Michigan's Jamie Morris.
All the way to the 10. Touchdown.
He stretches and fights and breaks away. And when he breaks away, he doesn't break away for a yard. He breaks away
for Gary Moeller, who was coaching the Wolverines in place of a recovering Bo Schembechler, an 18-point third quarter proved not to be enough. The Crimson Tide's own explosive running game was about to erupt.
He can do it all, and, you know, he's a leading receiver, he's top runner, and he's got great strength and things, so he's definitely one of the guys we have to stop.
Great comeback here in the second half by Alabama, has them knocking on the door. It's up again.
But just like the year before, this game would be decided in the final seconds. Quarterback Demetrius Brown directed the Michigan offense down to the Alabama 20, facing a 4th and 3, down by 3 points, 24-21, with 56 ticks left on the clock. We'll be right back with Tampa's amazing Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens, Tampa, and Adventure Island. Magnificent, isn't it? You know, it is Busch Gardens and Tampa Bay that provide a very special evening for the visiting players and coaches. Well, the game site itself, Tampa Stadium, home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, to 2 Super Bowls, is located in the growing and busy city of Tampa, with its ever-changing skyline, with its new Tampa Bay Lightning of the National Hockey League, its GTE Suncoast Seniors Golf Tournament, intercollegiate programs at both the University of South Florida and the University of Tampa, its Jai Alai Fronton, a favorite of Fame game visiting players. Fame games 3 and 4, Syracuse and Louisiana State, followed by Auburn and Ohio State, were no exception to the excitement the games provide. Well, let those games begin.
Our day-long coverage, it's the Hall of Fame Bowl. A beautiful day at Tampa Stadium, 85 degrees. Southeastern Conference co-champions LSU against the Orangemen of Syracuse in what should be an aerial battle between 2 of college football's highest-rated quarterbacks.
Our players have had a lot of fun with the Syracuse players, and our coaches have had fun with the coaches. We know each other. Our players have gotten to know them, and, you know, there's a great amount of respect, and it'll carry over on Monday, but when that whistle blows in one, for 60 minutes, you're going to have two teams that are going to go after each other pretty good.
Open up, man. This is it.
Hey, big man, quit waiting. Drive for Syracuse. Second and goal from the 3. The call was to Drummond. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Syracuse established a solid running attack behind a hefty offensive line, and junior tailback Robert Drummond scoring on their first possession. Meanwhile, LSU's hot shot aerial assault was grounded by the Orangemen's anti-air attack secondary, led by All-American Marcus Paul.
We got the ball, baby! We got the ball!
But not for long. Before the half, LSU got their own running game on track to tie the score at 10, giving their fans from the Bayou something to cheer about. Junior tailback Robert Drummond opened the second half with his second touchdown of the afternoon, giving Syracuse a 17-10 lead. Orangeman quarterback Todd Philcox complimented Drummond's running game with short underneath passes, including this 19-yarder to DeVille Glover, icing Syracuse's victory in Hall of Fame Bowl 3. Head coach Dick McPherson avenges last year's Sugar Bowl disappointment against the SEC with a convincing 23-10 win over the SEC co-champion LSU.
Right here. Beautiful, isn't it? Thank you very much.
Slack is back. He swings it out to Danley. Oh, what a hit! That may be the hardest hit of the year in college football. Zach Dumas, the Buckeyes' strong safety, just leveled Stacey Danley.
We were standing on the sidelines, and I saw that hit. I mean, they were trying to kill Stacey, and it was like, okay, you boys came to play like that? Fine, just watch out, because we'll come after you too, just like that.
So, a rejuvenated Auburn Tiger offense, sparked by that vicious hit, got right back into the ballgame. In the closing seconds of the first half, quarterback Reggie Slack cut the Ohio State margin to 4 with this 11-yard strike to Greg Taylor. And Reggie was just getting started. In the second half, the Auburn defense tormented Buckeye quarterback Greg Fry.
2-yard line. It's 3rd down and 7. Fry is back to pass. Here comes Ogletree. He's sacked.
The top-ranked Auburn defense shut down the Buckeyes for 81 yards of total offense in the second half. And senior quarterback Reggie Slack polished off his final Auburn performance with his 4th touchdown of the day. 3 through the air, thereby securing the game's most valuable player honors. And the win for Auburn, the first SEC Hall of Fame Bowl victory in 4 tries. The Tampa Bay area and Fame game activities as Hall of Fame Flashback continues. World famous St. Petersburg Pier, long time a favorite of visitors and shoppers. Now, naturally, both the players and the Fame game visitors have more than enough time on their hands when they visit Tampa Bay, and with all this water, there's more than enough opportunity to get wet and wild. always the chance to take time out for a game of golf at any one of the major resorts in the area, or simply relax on any one of the many beaches on the magnificent west coast of Florida. The great power boats race here, too, each year. And then there's the Florida Suncoast Dome and all it offers, and all it can offer. It is home to the arena football champions, the Tampa Bay Storm. The golf side of Tampa Bay is simply in a class by itself. But I keep repeating at the bowl, foremost is the game. The two most recent of which matched Clemson and Illinois, and Ohio State and Syracuse. Hall of Fame Bowl 5 saw another north-south battle, but with a different twist. This time, the Big Ten co-champion took on a team from the ACC, the Fighting Illini against the Clemson Tigers.
Where we're looking for a good ball game. We know it's going to be hard for us, and we're just anxious for it to get started.
After scoring on a field goal with their first possession, Clemson put the pressure on Illinois' solid running attack.
Clemson should have its hands full this afternoon. Howard Griffin will test the front line. He takes the handoff. Fumble. Who's going to pick it up? Clemson recovers the ball on the 24-yard line of Illinois.
Our linebackers continue to make big plays.
The very next play, game MVP Deshane Cameron rolled right and found Doug Thomas in the end zone for a 14-yard touchdown, giving Clemson an early 10-0 lead.
First priority was to go out and win the ball game, do whatever I had to do to win the ball game.
Cameron did just that. Behind his hot hand, the Clemson offense scorched Illinois' defense, just wearing them out at the point of attack and building a 20-point lead. But more so, it was Clemson's defense that dominated the game, recording 4 turnovers, 5 sacks, and returning an interception for a touchdown.
The biggest thing we didn't let them do is get their running game going good for them. They ran the ball a little bit early, made a couple of big plays with where it was stopping on it.
They also had the only shutout on New Year's Day.
Man, this is great. Have a good game. I take the victory. That's the main thing, but they have a good game. That was just icing on the cake.
A return engagement for Syracuse and Ohio State in Hall of Fame Bowl 6. The Buckeyes, trying to avenge their loss to Auburn 2 years ago, come in with one of the nation's top rushing offenses led by senior tailback Carlos Snow. Meanwhile, looking for their second Hall of Fame Bowl win in 4 years, number 16 Syracuse features the Missile, Kadri Ismail, and a high-octane passing offense.
I think this is one of the best football teams that I've had an opportunity to see on film this year. Syracuse very close to football team on both sides of the ball.
1, 2, 3.
Quarterback Marvin Drake. But he may go all the way.
Run hard and play well and be aggressive, and we just thought we'd try it to try to get the ball up.
Syracuse continued to dominate the first quarter offensively, scoring again on a Marvin Graves 3-yard quarterback draw. The Missile electrified the full house at Tampa Stadium in the second half with a 57-yard reception. Just missing the end zone, but still getting quite an ovation from his brother, the Rocket, who watched from the sidelines. For Ohio State, the Buckeyes' running attack finally came to life in the second half when Carlos Snow's touchdown run cut the Syracuse lead to 17-10. 7-point lead the Orangemen would soon see evaporate.
Ohio State's going to be coming on this one to try to make something happen. The kick is blocked. There's a wild scramble for the ball. The Buckeyes have it. Tito Ball recovers in the end zone.
So now, with the score tied at 17 with just under 7 minutes left, and momentum swung to the Buckeyes bench, the Orangemen knew what they had to do. Score, and score fast. And they had the guns to do it.
Calvin Johnson. He's got it at the 20. He may go all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse.
So, another thrilling comeback win in the Hall of Fame Bowl. Syracuse takes the honors, winning their second Fame game in 4 years. The first bowl win for head coach Paul Pasqualoni. The 1993 Hall of Fame Bowl matchup next. You know, sports has been a hallmark of the growth of Tampa Bay. Growth such as the downtown Tampa Fame game favorite, Harbor Island. Is but across the channel from where is under construction the state of Florida's only aquarium, across the channel from the Tampa Convention Center, and across the channel from the proposed site of the Pirate Museum, appropriate since Tampa annually is home to the Gasparilla celebration. And Harbor Island is down the street from the Performing Arts Center, just minutes away from America's favorite airport, Tampa International, adjacent to Tampa Stadium. It was here, in Tampa Stadium, that officers of the National Football Foundation and Hall of Fame, the Tampa Bay organizers of the Fame game, with the sanction of the NCAA, made the wise decision in 1985 to create the Hall of Fame game that has enjoyed superior support from government, business, patrons, and even a couple of celebrity friends of the Fame game, one who lives right here and one who spends lots of time here. Now, this is an event that ESPN is proud to present, and why not? We're not only beautifully located, but this game has taken on a tradition, despite its youth. And once again, those in charge have provided us with a matchup that is admired. And so, for the 1993 Fame game, the tradition continues. The tradition of two quality teams, the tradition of an intersectional matchup, and a very special drama. It will be 8-2-1 Boston College, a pride of the North and Northeast, facing the 8-3 Tennessee Volunteers in the leadoff game on New Year's Day. Now, if such a match is not enough drama, add these. First, BC's admired Tom Coughlin was judged by Football News to be Coach of the Year for his work. Will be the first assignment for Phil Fulmer as the head coach of Tennessee. He was 3-0 early in the season, filling in for his ailing boss, Johnny Majors. But when Majors returned, Fulmer gave way. Then, near season's end, Majors resigned and Fulmer was named the head coach, taking charge as the regular season was completed. We do have the drama. So, it'll be BC versus Tennessee. Another winner before the ball is even kicked off. Once more, let the Fame game begin.